everybody. This is Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive here on a Sunday afternoon. And it just dawned on me, I have no idea when the Packer game is today, and I don't know if you guys are all into sports. Like, I know some people can be, maybe you'll be catching the replay. But I'm here with you guys, and we're going to be working on the Gingerbread and Peppermint Memories and More card making class. Oh, and I'm live. So let's find this really quick. Yay. I love it when my screen pops down and it shows me that I'm live, because then all I have to do is click on it. And you guys, that's a notification that you can set in your settings for a particular Facebook page. If you want to be notified when somebody goes live, like somebody that you follow and watch, and you want to know that they go live, then if you change your settings that you are notified, then all it does is it pops like a little banner at the top, and it says so-and-so is live. Click on it to watch them. So hi Janet, hi Jewel. Oh, so we're here on a Sunday afternoon. Hi Deanne, Estelle, Deanne. I was just out at Mom and Papa's house. I was on the farm, and Mom showed me the beautiful birthday card you sent to my dad. And I thought about bringing it in and showing everybody the card, but I didn't want to take it from him because it's setting up on display in their house. So when I have a chance, I'll bring it and show everybody. But they appreciated it. So it was very sweet that you sent my dad a card, Papa John. Oh man, hi Linda. It's weird having classes on Sundays, you guys. I only do this once a month, and I not only have one class today, but I have a double header. We have the gingerbread class first at 2 right now, and then we have the Let's Just Stamp featuring the tidings and trimmings at 4. So hi Carol from Connecticut, double header Sunday. I was just saying, hi Cindy from Southern Virginia. I was just saying, I have no idea when sports teams are playing today, but I know the Packers play today, and I didn't even think about to look what time. I guess I'm not very observant when it comes to sports. So yeah, so this gingerbread and peppermint card making class kind of came to fruition when I went to Michigan in September. I'm like, when did I go? Hi, Sharon. So I went to Michigan for a creative convention. Hi, Donna. Hi, Robin. And it was a convention where I got to sit back, relax, and do a little stamping, and it was fun. And I did some classes, and this was the exact class. Well, I changed 1 or 2 things, but I pretty much cased this class from Rhonda Wade. Hi, Laura. Hi, Chris. Hi, Shannon. Thanks for sharing, Donna. I appreciate it. Hi, Linda Hodge. So this class was not my thinking. You guys, I didn't come up with all these card designs by myself, but Rhonda said, hey, if anybody wants to take this and have a class and do a class with it, go for it. It's yours. You paid for it. So I took that idea and I spun with it, and I planned for 24, and we had 23 people sign up. So I do have 1 spot left. Hi, Heather from the other side of the state. I love it. Hi, Jewel. I did get recognized at Onstage. I was number 24 overall in the United States out of 44,000 demonstrators, discount shoppers, right? So 44,000, and I was number 24. So I was telling my friends that. Hi, Sandy. I was telling my friends that. Oh, I got to get my class sign-up sheets. They're over on the table. I was telling my friends that last night, and they're like, 24,000? I'm like, no, I was 24. It's like, blows my mind. So you guys are so awesome with your support. I appreciate it so much. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jean. Hi, Mitzi. So this class, I'm trying to give credit to Rhonda. She's the one that I think formulated most of the cards. I did change them to fit my style a little bit. Thank you so much, you guys, for the congratulations. I appreciate it. So, yep, sounds good, Julie. We'll catch you later for Let's Just Stamp. No problem. Hi, Barbara. Woohoo is right. I know. So, you guys, I can't thank all of you enough for your support. You know, if you take my classes, if you're on my team, if you buy product from me, if you watch my lives, and you're there to support and encourage and share me with your friends, that's awesome. And I thank you guys so much. You help me do what I love to do. And I love to craft and inspire and make a difference. And so that's what it's all about for me. So yeah, so this Gingerbread and Peppermint Memories and More class, I did change things slightly. Like if I saw a card that she made it a certain way and I'm like, I don't like it so much, I did adjust things. So I didn't copy it exactly per se, but the whole idea, concept of this class came from me taking that class. Hi, Susan Reed. And so, Yeah, it's 18 cards. And you're like, how are we going to make 18 cards in this class today? And I have another class at 4, like right after this. So my whole plan for this, you guys, is to get everybody who signed up for this class off on the right foot. It's a little bit overwhelming is the word I would say, doing this class by yourself without guidance. So I did this class in person last week, Friday. It was the 5th. And I had about 10 or 9 people that were here in person. And I had a plan. And the plan worked really good. And as a collective whole group, everybody got all their pieces in piles and situated and sorted. I don't want this class, so these 23 people that are signed up, I do not, so 10 were in person. I think I have about, I'll read off the list of the people that are doing it online with me in a second. But hi, Terry, but I want to get those people off to a good start. And if you have these own supplies yourself and you're doing these cards on your own without me getting the kits, you know, I want you guys to have guidance to know how to do this efficiently and not struggle. We don't want to struggle here. Hi, Kathy. We want this to be fun and easy stamping because honestly, you guys, none of these cards require any sort of stamping on the outside of the card. The only stamping that you need to do is on the inside if you choose to. Okay, so I have my class. I see them. So I'm going to put the camera down. You guys can start to study some of these. I'll just put this down. You guys can start to look at this stuff. So I will be right back. Okay. Where did I put it? Oh, never mind. I found it. You guys gotta laugh because I took my class sign-up sheets out to my parents' house this morning and they were in a festival grocery bag and I'm like, I didn't see it. So we're gonna do roll call really quick just so you guys know who's all with me for class for sure. So Deanna Stell is doing this class with me. Linda Hodge. Now, Linda, you were a little different because you did the team option, so you have your own supplies. I mailed you the kit, and we're going to go through that so you can see what's in your kit, what you have. Sandy Wicklander, you also are part of this class. Christina Hazer, Chris Niebaum, and Ellen Brover and Latokia Trigg, Leslie McMinn, Barbara Moyen, Feline Mays, and then Katie Schmidt, Jennifer Jones, and then Gail Kane. And so that leaves that there's one more person that still could get a kit if they choose that they want this. The class fee for this one was $50, and with mailing it was $59. So I have one option. Oh, Linda got the card. Yay! That's awesome. So yes, so let me flip the camera back down, and we're going to talk about what this is all about. Okay. So you guys that signed up for class with me, you guys received, it's $50, Shannon, and I'll show you what you get with that. So for those that got the class, you were emailed the Gingerbread and Peppermint Memories and More card class. And it is a PDF tutorial. This is what my PDF tutorial looks like for this class. And it has a picture of the card, it has your supplies, and then your directions. And so you got this emailed to you. If you did the team option only, so you're part of my Be Happy Stampers, if you did that, you should have a roll of the red ruffled ribbon at home to use, the wonderful gems. That was part of it. You need to have the Memories and More card pack, which is this little pack. And then there's also the note cards and envelopes. So for the $50 price, it included these 4 products, right? The PDF tutorial, and then also for the team option, you only got this from me with the ribbon. If you did the whole $50 option, you got all this stuff. So this is the extra pack of card stock and little die cuts. You also got about 11 feet of white baker's twine. And so this is extra what I supplied that wasn't part of this pack here. Okay, so for those of you that did the class with me, you have all this that was mailed to you. So this is what we need for this class right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get you started. Hi, Tina. Hi, Luann. Hi, Shar. So for those that are doing the class with me, we're going to start. I don't ever do this. I never go through the PDF tutorial to check things or go in order. But I thought, well, that might be the easiest thing for this class, especially for those that are doing it. Because, you guys, this is the end goal. the end goal today is there's 18 cards that we're going to try to have wrapped up. And I want you guys to be successful. So in case anybody's wondering, the products that we're using right now come from the mini catalog. It's called the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite on pages 8, 9, and then 10 of the mini catalog. And so what we're working with right now are the note cards and envelopes, the card pack, the red ruffled ribbon, and then instead of the acrylic shapes, I pulled in these wonderful gems. They looked really awesome with it. So this is where the product comes from, in case anybody's wondering. Now, the Memories and More card pack here, this is on back order right now. So my only disclaimer with, hi Crystal, my only disclaimer with the one set that I have left is these are coming in the next week. And so I can't mail your one kit out to you, or this kit to you, until these arrive in the mail, okay? So I wouldn't be able to ship it out tomorrow per se. So the other thing that I wanted to show you guys is this is the Frosted Gingerbread stamp set. There are dies that go. You can get it as a bundle with 50% off. And this is what I would recommend using, if you have them, for stamping the insides of your cards. So I honestly haven't gone through and stamped my insides yet. I need to do that. But if you don't have the Frosted Gingerbread set, it's okay. You will survive without having it for this class, because you could stamp anything on the inside. So what we're going to do first, guys. So Crystal, you're watching. I got to tell you, Crystal, I know your mom doesn't have the technology with the internet. So any part of this that you can watch will greatly help her, because she ordered this class from me, okay? And this is actually her set of instructions. I saved one set for Gail. So Crystal, I'll make sure you can tell that to your mom that I have a set for her here. So this is actually her kit that I'm working off of. So yeah, so Gail is local to me and she signed up for this class. Yeah, Latoki, you're waiting on your back order. Yep, it should be. I looked, it said the week of November 15th, which is this coming week. So you should be getting it very soon. Then, okay, so you guys, this is the first page of the tutorial. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go page by page here. And actually, before we do this, we're going to do one other little project here. This is what you should do first. Okay, I had everybody do this in the in-person class, and it was very smooth and successful. So this is the note card pack. I already opened mine up. And in your note card pack, you guys, what we want to do is we want to divide it in half. Because I'll be honest with you, we are only using half of this, and you have the other half to use to make more cards. So you're not only going to get 18 cards, but you could potentially get 18 more if you would add yourself another pack of cardstock like this. Like at home, if you have more cardstock, you can make more. So, okay, so you get 3 of the black cookie sheets, and you get 3 of these silver cookie sheets. They are the most adorable thing in the world. I love them. They're so cute. The only thing that would make them better is if they were like self-adhesive, like that they were a sticker sheet, that would make them really easy to glue down. Okay, so you only need 3 of these, right? So like one card, it uses a black one, and you could use silver. Like, so just set 2 of them to use that are black or silver, and then 1 silver, like, and then keep the other 3 set aside. So you're using half now. You're gonna save the other half for later, okay? It doesn't matter, honestly, black or silver, whichever you want. Hi, Julie. So you're making piles right now. Then, in this card pack, there's 6 of everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 3 of them, okay? Put 3 on one pile, put 3 on the other pile, okay? Then there's the next one. You guys, there's always 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 3 and split them, okay? So that's the red stripy one. That goes like that. The next one, you're gonna take that and divide it in half. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? The back side of that one. Hi, Randy, joining late. No worries. So that's that one. There's 6 of this one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The back side is that. Okay. And then there's a couple more yet. So it's easiest to let's divide this in half. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this one, what's the back on that? Just so you guys know, that's a tree. And then sugar and spice and everything nice. 1, 2, 3. And that. Okay, what we're doing is just dividing this in half. We're not going to use 1/2 right now. You have 2 sheets of these stickers. Look at them. My favorite are these little spatulas, and these little mittens are so cute. These are stickers, okay? You only need 1 sheet for right now, so put them in half. And the same thing with this one. These are sticker sheets. You're going to use these. You guys are going to go away with almost all of these being used. So divide them in half, right? 1 on each side. Now you have your big 4x6 cards. okay? These 4 by 6 also have 6 of each. 1, 2, 3 on one pile. 1, 2, 3. That's what the back looks like, okay? Hi, John Funk. Hi, Sandy. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip it over. That's what that one looks like. And now you have a cookie recipe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and that. Okay, so you guys, one stack of these, it doesn't matter which one. It's just set it off to the side. You are not going to need that one stack for right now. We're concentrating only on the other stack, okay? Doesn't matter which cookie sheet or the cookie rack you use. Now in this pack, you guys, there's actually 20 envelopes and there's 20 note cards, okay? You only need 10 of each, meaning you have the other 10 to use for more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that was 10. The counting was hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to be using this. The other 10 you can set off to the side. Don't worry about the envelopes, but they are cute. This is what the envelopes look like. They have like this craft look to them with like some icing on the top. You don't have to worry about the envelopes for right now because like they really don't even need to be decorated unless you want to stamp more on them. You definitely could, but they already have decoration on them. So the other 10 cards, you guys, just these note cards, just put them off to the side. You don't need this, and it'll get confusing if you're having it around you. So just move it off to the side, get it out of the way. And we're going to focus on this pile here and this pile here right now. So what's in here is the little extra white twine. You guys, you have to be very sparingly about this. I gave everybody 11. I had 24 times 11 feet. I had to borrow and beg and steal to get enough white and baker's twine. Okay, so then this kit right here, you guys can slide out all your materials for this. And you don't even need the envelopes right now. So there's 6 card bases here. So that is what I added, plus some mats. And the white envelopes are for some extra cards. So again, don't have to worry about envelopes at this moment. We can always stamp them and decorate them later, okay? So what I want to do with you guys now is get all of these situated into piles, and then we're going to start working through them. So, and we are going to go in order of the instructions. In person, I didn't. I was all random and over the board. So, okay. So this is the first card. And we're looking at this one, and it looks like it's not this card. It must be this card right here. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to pull out all of our materials and start stacking our products so that you have everything organized and orderly, okay? So this is the first card in the book here, or in the instructions. So what you're going to want to do, and you guys, the ones that are doing this class with me, if you have questions about your papers and what we're working on, you know, feel free to write comments. I am watching them like a hawk in case you have questions. So go to my card pack here, and you're going to need to grab out one of the Old Olive bases, and then you have a white mat for the inside. We figured out in class that your Old Olive is not scored. My bad. I think that of all those 1,000 cards that I prepped that week for cutting and scoring, the Old Olive is the only one I missed. If you need it scored or want it scored, just grab your little scoring tool out and you can score it. It's no big deal. Like, that's one thing I know I've missed, is scoring that. Then you had your white piece that's for the inside. Okay, so let's look at the card then. It looks like there's these 2 pieces for the Memories and More pack. So what you're going to do is you're going to find them in here, right? Oh, there's that one. Okay. Hi, Melissa, from Massachusetts. So this guy is this, so set that here. And now we're looking for that green with their little circles, actually. Okay, so if you look through it and you're like, oh, I don't see it, it's not in here, well, then you need to go to this pile right here. Oh, not there. Okay, it's right here. Perfect. Now, the question, though, that you're going to have is like, okay, well, it's too big. All right, well, that's okay. You know what you got to do? You're going to take your trimmers, and this is a 4 by 6, and it needs to get cut down at 3 inches. So you're making it into a 4 by 3. All right, and the one with the ornaments, put that back over here, and then you're going to use this one for here, okay? So this card also then has a white mat. So you're gonna go into the pile of my stuff that I provide for you, and you're gonna grab one of these mats. It's a 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and it just will be the mat for behind here, okay? So you have your base, your white, your designer sheet here, your white mat, and this green, that goes with this. Now you look at the rest of this, all the rest of this comes from stickers and your wonderful gems and your ribbon. We're not gonna worry about, thanks for sharing, Marilyn. We're not gonna worry about the stickers right now. So you have your sticker sheets here. They're in the pile somewhere. They're in here. So just don't worry about the stickers. That will come as you start to assemble and put the cards together. Okay, so you guys, this is what we did for in person. Dawn was there. she was one of my successful students that completed all of her cards that night. It was awesome. So we're just gonna start making a pile here, okay? So that one's done. Now we're gonna flip here and we're gonna look at this. Okay, so it says here, so this is a mini one, okay? So this one, there were a couple cards that were little half sizers, right? So they were these guys right here. Because the first thing on the instruction says, cut your memories and more card base in half. Okay, so that's this card. And when you look at it, it's the memories and more card base cut in half. Hi, Melanie. So what does that mean? You need to come in to the pile of your memories and more card base. You're going to grab one of these. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut it in half. Okay, so this piece right here is right here. Okay, so we're going to get our trimmers and we're going to cut this in half this way. And that's going to give us the base for this smaller card. So this is, let's see what length this, oh, let's get the ruler. I think I need to pull the arm out. Okay, so this card base is, I believe, 6 1/4, because I want to say it's 6 1/4. So you guys, half of 6 is 3, half of 1/4 is 1/8. So 3 1/8 would be the half point for this card base. So you go to 3 1/8 and you're gonna cut this in half, and that gives you your card base for this little baby card, okay? So hi, Deborah. Okay, so you're getting a couple extra little baby cards with this. So you only need one for right now. So let's look at this. This one is this base right here, okay? So set this off to the side, we don't need that. But now we're looking at this and there is a piece here that needs to go with it. So I believe that comes from the little pack here. Yep, there it is. So this little piece is gonna get glued onto here like that, okay? And what else is on here though? So we're just gonna leave that here. We're not putting anything together. Right now we're getting everything situated. So you've got that, you've got some twine. Now these are stickers. There's a little silver trim down here. I lost my sticker sheets. I know they're in here. I was gonna show you. There they are. Okay, there's this silver trim down here. That's where that trim comes from and all the snowflakes. And then that little guy is a sticker. So there's no other cardstock on here. So basically you need these two pieces and that's for this card. Okay, so now we're gonna keep going. Bobby's catching alive for the first time in a long time. I like it. Okay, so now this is the next card. So let's grab that from our pile so you can see what it looks like. It must be right there. Oh, the last one, of course. Okay, so this is the card that's next. It's a Memories and More card base. So grab a Memories and More card base, this guy. And then it looks like it has a red stripey and then the sugar and spice. So let's, oh, that's right here. So grab the sugar and spice. That goes with it. And then there's a red stripey. Oh, there's our red stripey right here. So that goes on the bottom. And then there's that little trim that is from the base here. Okay, so that's the paper that you need for this one. And then you're asking, there's twine, there's ribbon, stickers, and embellishments, but there's no other paper, so then this one's good. We can set that one aside and go to the next. Okay, This one, it says cut a thick basic white cardstock in half. So here, you got to go to the kit that I gave you, and you pull out a thick white base. Now, I don't have insides when I do white bases, so you have a white base, okay? There looks like there's a red mat here, and then you have, oh, let's get the card. It is this one, okay? So you have that pattern paper, which I believe was right here on the top there. Okay, so that's the top. And then you have, it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. All that candy is going to get started to be made here. It's right there. Okay, so you have your base. You have this. You have your red. And then it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. Now there's one last thing on here. There is a mitten right here, okay? And the rest is stickers and embellishments and a little bow. But that little mitten comes from a big card here. Hi, Penny Powell. This recipe card. So you guys, this was, when I put my kit together, this is all I had left, okay? This was what I had left to work with. So what we did in class is it really helped is you just take your scissors and you're just gonna cut the mitten here. Just like that. Now, this is gonna be a scrap. I don't believe you're gonna need this for anything, but we'll set it over here just in case. You will have to fussy cut this mitten out. There's no die for it, but set that with it because then you have it all situated, and that's what we need for paper for this card. Okay, next card looks like this. It says fold your memories and more card base in half. So we need to grab a memories and more card base like this, okay? Then it has this cinnamon cider striping, which, oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. Okay, so there's that. Then there's a red stripe. We just saw that too. So go back to here. You're gonna grab your red stripe, okay? Now, your sugar and spice and everything nice comes from, oh, there it is. And then if you look at this one, there is a brown back on it. Let's see, you guys, I gotta remember to grab them here. So this is the card. There's a little cinnamon cider edging on here. That comes from the card pack. So you're gonna need to come here to get this card stock here, this cinnamon cider one, and that fits right on here, just like that. So you have for this one, your card base, the brown striping, the red stripe, and then that. The only things that are added then, oop, there's another mitten. So come over here and you're gonna find another mitten here. Okay, same thing, what I would recommend doing, cut this out and put this mitten here so you know it's safe and sound with the kit that it needs to go with. And you're gonna add embellishments and stickers and then a little ribbon. But now that's it for card stock for this card. So flip. This card is right here. Okay, so you can see it's a real red card base, right? So that's on me. I provided that for you. So you're gonna come over to this pile, oops, and drop everything, okay? So you have a real red card base right here, and on top of it is the white mat that goes with it. So real red, this inside is the white mat. And let's look what else we need. We need a red stripey, and that's from the little guy. Right, there's our red stripey. And then it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's right here. But then you can see there's an old olive mat to it. So you're gonna come over to the pile that I provided to you, and there's an old olive mat. And that is what's gonna go behind here. Now, if you see here, there's a mitten. That mitten is a sticker. But you can see there are these little candies, right? In the kit that I gave you, I gave everybody chunks of designer paper of these little candies. So if you have the dies, you could use the dies to cut these out, but you could fussy cut them. I think I fussy cut them. So I'm gonna, from that scrap that I gave you guys a chunk of paper that has these little candies, that's where that comes. I'm just gonna set that with it so it's ready to go. So for this one, we have our red base. We have a white inside. our red stripes, our olive, and all these mats that go behind the cards are all 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 because this little piece of paper is 3 by 4. The mitten is a sticker, so we're not worried about stickers right now. Okay, so now you should have everything ready for that card. Okay, this card right here is a little baby. The first thing it says, cut memories and more, card base in half. So we have a half here. Let's see if this one is the right one. Let's grab the little card. So here's what Made with Love looks like. And when you open it up, it's actually the same side as the one that we used for the other. So there are 4 half cards here. So we can grab one more of these sheets and we're gonna cut it in half because that will give us, the other 2 halves are for the other 2 cards. So we said that half of 6 1/4 is 3 1/8. So we're gonna come to 3 1/8 and we're gonna cut this in half this way. Okay, so now that's it for cutting these card bases in half. Thanks for sharing, Barbara. So now when we look at this, it's this one right here is the one that I used, okay? So when you look at this, that's your base, and then it says Made with Love. So that's gonna be one of these smaller ones. Oh, right there it is. So there's Made with Love. So that'll go for our base here. Now there's a little heart. So if you go to the pile that I provided to you, there are some die cut things. There is a heart right there. So you should grab your heart and set that with this one. And then the other thing on here are wonderful gems and a bow, which we're not worried right now. You can add that stuff later. So we've got our cardstock for this card. Okay. This one is another one that's a baby. Cut your memories and more, card base in half. Okay, so let's find that one. It's right here. So when we open that up, you should have a half left over. Yep, there's the half. Okay. Then this ornament set. If you recall, we cut a piece in half earlier, and I said set those ornaments aside. So there should be a half one here that has the ornaments. Not there, not here. Oh, here, nope, that's not it either. Let's see if it's in here, right there. Okay, remember we cut that green one in half and we used that other half on the other card? I said set your ornaments aside. So if you look at this, this is the card you need, but it is cut. So there's some squares. Oh, I didn't have enough hands there to hold that. So there's squares here. And then what you do is you follow up and you're just going to take your scissors and you cut around this ornament like that. Okay. If you choose to leave a little white border, you can. I think I'm cutting it. Oops, I went too far. Ta-ha! So wait, you got to go right to that white line and then you cut up. You have, yeah, so I accidentally cut a little too far. That's okay. What we're going to do is put a little tape right there. Just because it'll keep that together. So accident on my part. Was getting cut happy there. So I went and I cut up to the red line, but you're not. You're supposed to cut right to there. Okay. Hi, Kate. Okay. So that is, now this is scrap right here. You can choose to do what you want with that. I threw it in the garbage. Okay. So this right here then is you have your base, you have your ornaments now, and then this is a sticker, and then you have bow and gems. So that's it for this card for paper. So let's just set him over here. We're gonna keep working through here. Next sheet has the Wishing You a Sweet Christmas. That is this card here. So it says fold a memories and more card base in half. So you're gonna come over here to your pile, grab a base. It's all about the base, no trouble. Now, this is a big 4x6. So let's see if we can find, oh, there it is. Guys, I'm singing a lot for you today. This is it. You guys, so simple. You're just putting this piece on the top of this card, just like that. This is a bow at the top, and then these are stickers and gems. So that's all she wrote for paper on that one. Okay, hi Chris Duderenke. Now this one, it says cut a cinnamon cider cardstock in half, okay, or fold in half. So you're gonna come over to the pile that I provided to you. You're gonna get one of the ciders that's left, and you're gonna grab one of the white mats that's with it. So there's a white mat, set this back off to the side. And then there is, so this is your inside, that's your base. It looks like there's that pretty pattern that is a small, this one right here. I love this pattern a lot. So that is the bottom. Oh, let's grab the card. Hang on, it's right here. So this is the card. Then you're gonna need a red mat. One of these, if you're gonna come back to my pile, there's a red one right here. You're gonna grab that, and there's a little die cut. So, oh, it landed in my lap. So there should be, there it is. Okay, so you have a little die cut. So there's a baby heart left yet. Thanks for sharing, Angela. So you have that little guy right there. He goes with this. And then the your sugar and spice and everything nice. And then that little guy. Those are stickers. And then wonderful gems. Okay, so this one has a cider and inside. It has the designer, the red, and then your sugar and spice. So that's all the paper we need for that one. Yes. So Linda, it's really good that you watch what I'm doing. And then I think you guys will, like, for those that are at home doing this, watch how we're doing this. And I know I'm kind of going through it a little fast, but you can always catch the replay and pause me as you get your pieces. But I thought this is what we did in person the other night for class, and it just helped everybody just smooth the transition to making the cards. So fold the memories and more in half. So let's grab a memories and more right here. Now there's a cinnamon cider stripey. Okay, so cinnamon cider stripey is right here. Hi, Joanna. All right, so cinnamon cider, that's gonna cover that up. Now you have a white base here, or a white mat, I should say. So from my card pack here, there was a white mat, that goes here. Now this is where you're gonna wanna grab one of your cookie sheets. So you could do black, or you could do silver. I'm gonna pull a silver in, because that's what I picked. Now, going back to my card pack, you guys, there is a bell, okay? This bell is from the Designer Series paper, and I cut it like roughly so that you can still, either if you have the dies, I believe that the dies, let's look real quick. If you have the dies, there's a bell, and you could use that die to cut it out if you don't want to fussy cut it, right? But if you don't have these dies, just get your scissors out and fussy cut it. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so the bell comes from my pack that I gave you here, okay? So that, the spatula and this and the snowflake are stickers. You have wonderful gems and a bow. Don't worry about them. So you got all the paper. So you have a base, the cider, a white, a cookie sheet, nope, a cooling rack, and the DSP bell. Okay, next one is this guy. So fold a memories more card base in half. So grab another base like this, and you're gonna be using the green circlies, okay? Oh, not that one, but this one, okay? So you have the green circlies, which is a big sheet. Okay, so queso, cheese. All right, so here's one of these. You're gonna flip it over, there's your green. And then you have a red. So go over to my pack of cardstock that I gave you. So you have a red one, okay? And then it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas is here, okay? And then you have these little candies. Now, these are the paper. So I gave you over here, you guys still have some of this left. There's a candy and some others. Circlies, like it doesn't matter the colors, but I'm just gonna take these three and set them with that card because then they're ready. I know they go with it. Now, you might have extra of this stuff. It's okay. You can add more to cards if you really want to. Okay, this is stickers, gems, and that's about it. So hi, Nanette. All right, then let's flip, and we've got this one. So this card says cut an old olive cardstock in half. Okay, so we know that comes from my kit then. So there's a green with a white mat. Grab the little heart because that's on this card as well. Now we have I was calling these party pennant things in class. So they're like Christmas decorations. Oh, there it is. So here's the one that goes there. And then look, you guys have a Made with Love left. So now we're getting to the end of the pile. You're not having a lot of stuff left here. So you have your olive base. You have your white inside. And you could add the candy to the inside. You betcha, Shannon, absolutely. This is for your side. This is for here. But if you guys see there's a white mat back here, I have to apologize to everybody who I sent this card pack to. We figured out in the in-person class that I missed one white mat. I did. And fortunately for people in class, I could provide it to them. But for those of you that are not local to me, I'm hopeful that you can find a scrap of white paper and just cut it down. It needs to be 4 1/4, which this is already 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm putting this out here right now, and I think I put it in the email to you guys that I failed to include one more piece of white paper. And you could see it because this is Gail's set here, and there's no more white mat, and so I missed it. I should have had 3 of them in, and there were only 2. If you at home do not have white paper and you need me to mail you a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, please email me and tell me that, and I will gladly put a little piece of paper in the mail to send to you for this last card. But that needed to be a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 to go here. So you've got your little heart, and then the rest on here is the dimension, the embellishments, and then there's red ribbon along the side. Okay, so that's what you need for paper here. Next card looks like this. So it says, fold a Memories and More card base in half. So let's grab another one here. Now, if you guys look at this, you recognize these ornaments, kind of, because we just worked on one like that. So those were from a big card. Right there it is. Same concept on this, okay? You're going to take your scissors and you're going to trim up to the ornament. You're going to be very careful not to go too far this time. So this is going to curve around, and you're cutting off this ornament section right here. Get up to the little grid lines, and then you're going to go straight up. Hi, Elaine Reback. Okay, so this is what we're going to use for this one. And sticker, 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 embellishments, and ribbon. That's it. This is all you need for this one. Okay, so let's put that off to the side. Then this next one. Oh, another cooling rack. Okay, it says fold a Memories and More card base in half. Okay, so let's grab one of these. And on here is the black cooling rack. So here's the black. Hi, Frankie Canada. Here's a black cooling rack. Now, look at this, you guys. Sticker, 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 embellishments, ribbon. That's it. There's no more card stock for this. So all you need to do is grab your base and your cooling rack here. Okay, let's flip it over. We've got this guy right here. We're getting down to the end. So this guy, it says, oh man, I didn't even put on here fold a card base in half. I forgot that. Okay, but anyways. Yeah, you caught me live. Woohoo! Hi, Melanie. Hi, Karen. So your card base here. And you can see there's the back side of this one. So we already took the ornaments off of this side, but now this isn't cut to the right size. We need to just get our little trimmers out here. And we're going to cut this down to 3 inches. And again, that little side things, yes, they're very easy peasy. I love it. Getting organized this is half the battle. Once you guys have your cards in a pile like this, you're going to cruise right through them. So this, again, scrap, throw it away, keep it however you want to. Love how you make cards, how I get paper showing how. Yes. Okay, so you guys have your base here. And then, I knew what you meant, Sandy, easy peasy. I'm like, I know she didn't mean Perry, I get it. So that's this for the bottom. And then you have here it must be this guy right here. Okay, so that's your little 3x4. And you go back to this pile here. You have a tree here. You guys, you only need this tree right here. I'll be honest. You only need the one that's brown. I didn't know what I would do with a plethora of trees that looked like this. And instead of me keeping them and never using them for the rest of my life, I'm like, well, if maybe I get them into your hands, you will make a card with that little tree. So this tree is extra. This is the tree we need here. And honestly, these little guys on the bottom, if you want to use them, like Shannon mentioned, putting them on the inside of your card, you can use them. So this is extra too. Okay, so you don't necessarily need it. Now, this guy, you guys, unfortunately, there are no dies for trees. So this is a fussy cutter. You'll have to get your scissors out and fussy cut around. So that goes with this one. You have ribbon here, embellishments, and then a bow. So that's it for paper on here for this one. And then, oh, this one was so cool. This was an extra card I did because when I got done with my class with Rhonda, I had this recipe card left. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. So like, let's make it into a card. Okay, so you have over here one more card. So this is extra. You'll need your heart for one more card yet, but you have a cinnamon cider and a white. Okay, so that's the inside and the base. And then here's the deal though. This is 4x6, right? So the 4 inches is perfect, but it's the 6 inches that needs to get cut down slightly. And what I did is, this is how I did it. So here's, I cut off a little, because if you look at this, there's a little bit more white margin here than there. So I cut off a hair, maybe a hair and a half on this side, okay? Don't even worry about measuring, just cut off a hair. Now you need to get down to 5 1/4. So from this side, you're gonna cut it so that you got 5 1/4, right? You are gonna be cutting off some of the lines, it's okay. And then now you've got this down to the right size for this. Now this is gonna be the card that you're gonna give to the most special person because you are going to give them a cookie recipe. You guys, have you been watching on Facebook? Everybody's like, I don't want Christmas cards for, something about I want recipes for Christmas, cookie recipes. I've been seeing all my friends posting about, give me a cookie recipe. So this is it, guys. It'll be so easy. This is the Gingerbread and Peppermint Memories and More class, Frankie. Oh, Mita, look, the inside. Did you see what? You have a scrap here. You have 3/4 of an inch. Save that, and that is for your white inside. So you have your white mat here, and you can put that on your inside to decorate. Yeah, so you guys, here's your cookie recipe that you can send to that friend that just shared that post with you about wanting a cookie recipe. So Frankie, I don't think anybody else has staked claim, but I have one of these sets of cards left yet, this class. Okay, this is the last guy right here, okay? So, made with love. So it says cut a memories and more in half. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the pile, what we have left so far. Okay, so you have 1/2 base, you have 1 cooling rack. Now, my card shows silver, but I pulled the black. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you use silver or black. So if you want it to be silver, go grab it if it's in the other pile, but this will go here. Now, you have one of these left, okay? Fussy cut, sorry guys. Like, do I want to do it or not? Yes. Okay, so this is the stripey on the back, and I'll show you here. So what I did is you guys get to watch the fussy cut in action. All you're going to do is go around the edge here. Yeah, decorating the inside is awesome, Frank. Yeah, use up scraps, you guys. That inside, I thought, well, why throw that away? You could easily glue that on the inside of the card. Okay, so you guys, with this one, you're cutting out this label. And then that is gonna go on the outside with a sticker. This is where the last little heart comes in. There's a little baby heart, so set that with it. Hi, Tabitha. Okay, so then this is cut. So I know that this is helping Gail because this is actually Gail's kit. So I'm giving her a little help ahead of the time. So Frank, I will try it again. I will Venmo you. Let me know the price after. Sorry. Yep. No problem, you guys. You guys can ask me questions, and I don't mind. It doesn't interrupt me. This is like your time that you get me. I'll be honest with you. I don't have any problems talking to you guys. I feel like you're in the room with me, actually. So I'm here to help, and you guys get me live. You can ask me all these questions, and you know what? If you have the questions, then I'm sure other people have the questions. But Frankie, if you want this last kit that I have, it would be yours. I had said before you popped on that this Memories and More card pack is shipping out from Stampin' Up! This week, I think. It was on back order, and I just have to wait for it to arrive before I can ship it out. So that little guy goes there, and that's that. Now, what do you guys have left? You have these two pieces left. They are the red. I encourage you guys to cut these down and make another card with them. So I showed you this is what I have left on mine, right? So that was from when I made those cards. And then you guys have your sticker sheets left, and you have this kind of left, right? Sold! I love it. Okay, so for those that got the PDF from me originally, like 2 weeks ago, there was accidentally one extra card that was left in it that it looks like, and this came up in class. They had an extra card like this, but it had a star here. So Rhonda, in the class that I said I did this class with Rhonda, she provided a PDF. I downloaded it, transferred it to a Word document. I updated it with my terminology, my words. I inadvertently left one sheet in that had a picture that looked like this, that had a star. So you guys, that card is supposed to be this card. Hi, Mary Jo. I will be selling the PDF, Shannon. I'll put it into my online classes store probably this coming week, because I always add, you guys at the front here, I always add the videos down at the bottom, the links to the videos. So as soon as I have this done and uploaded to YouTube, I'll add this and I'll put this in my online store. Okay, so are you guys okay? I don't know. I'm so curious. I know there's about 10 people that did the class with me that got the kits. And I don't know if you were doing that along with me or not. And I know that I cruise through things pretty fast. And so at this point, that's exactly what I wanted to get through, was helping you get your piles situated. Because now you have this pile sitting here and you're going to work backwards. So you're going to start at the top of the pile and start putting your cards together. Now, I do have a disclaimer. I said that this is Gail's set, so Gail couldn't make it in person. She actually got this kit afterwards, and she didn't need the class right away. So I'm using this as my sample for you guys. So I am actually not going to be putting these cards together per se, but what I want to do next with you is walk through them and talk about specifically now, how would you put these together? How would you glue? What embellishments to add, and any tips and tricks for the stickers and making bows, and how I would wrap things around. So I want to walk you through them, but I'm not actually going to be assembling them. I'm leaving that for Gail to do, because I don't want to take all her fun away from her. So yes, honestly, you guys, it took us during the in-person class, it took us about a half hour to 35 minutes, 40 minutes to go through. But now that all these are laid out in the appropriate piles, like you guys, we saw we had 3 piles we started with, and now we're down to 1 pile, and they're all in the right order for you guys to work through your PDF tutorial and just go to town is what I would say. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the camera back down, and we're gonna start backwards with the last one. And we're gonna talk about the assembly and the stickers, because at the end, you guys, the 2 sheets of stickers that you have will completely be gone as well. And the best part about this is, if you enjoyed this and you liked these cards and you want to double them, all you have to do is add in some of those. There were 6 card bases, some of those extra mats, right? The 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 mats, and you have a whole nother set of 18 cards. And if you don't want to add in your own card bases, even just with the 10 memories and more cards, you could get the 14 cards or something like that. I can't remember the exact number. So, but yes, okay. All right, that was like a ready break. Let's take a quick breather and we'll get back into it. Okay, so, all right, we're gonna go with this one first. And, okay, so this is the card that's next. So now working down our pile, that would be this one. So you're gonna fold this one in half. Now the question came, how do you adhere this cookie adorable sheet? I'll be honest with you, you do not have to put glue all over the place. If you look at mine, I did not glue around the edges. Maybe I put a little dot of glue there, and I have a little dot, but I didn't glue much up here. What you could do is, hi Patricia Settle, do you see where there's a label here? Yes, exactly. This is a great gift. This is so easy. There's no stamping, you guys. All the outside stuff is all from that Memories and More card pack. So on this one, you could put your adhesive behind the area where the label is going to go. So what you could do is, I popped this label up with dimensionals. You could put that right on your cookie sheet, And now you could put a lot of adhesive here if you want. And then you could just put little baby dots of liquid glue right around the edges. And then that's what you could use to secure that down. The little heart is glued flat right on the corner. And then if you come over to your sticker sheet, this little oven mitt is placed on the side. There's a spatula that's glued on here. Now for this guy, I actually did, you can't, it's there, I used black dimensional. I cut a little strip of a black dimensional. I put it right behind the handle so that it wasn't gonna be going down, so it stays up, like raised up, because then the spatula part here is popped up a little, okay? So those are stickers that come from here and here. You got your heart from me. And now, what people can do, like everybody did different. You could embellish as you go, like put your 3 embellishments on the card, or you guys, you have a whole pack. You could use it up, or you can be sparing, like whatever you want. And you could go through and make all your cards and then add the embellishments later, but this one has, I usually only use liquid glue, but yeah, I only use liquid glue. I do keep a tape runner here just in case people ask to see what it looks like, but I am not successful with tape runner. I'm successful with liquid glue. And I agree, like liquid glue, this bottle is $4 and you can get oodles of cards made with it. So that's it for this one, you guys. A little baby bow. So from this one, from your little thing here, I would grab your bow maker, or if you don't mind making bows with your fingers, you're just gonna make yourself an insy-tinsy teeny little white polka dot bikini bow. I'm just kidding. That's from like Revenge of the Nerds. I always have that song in my head when I said teeny weeny little bow. So you're gonna make a little bow, attach it with a glue dot. Okay? So that's that card. So I'm gonna reverse this now and put this here. Okay, so we're gonna work backwards now. Okay, so this cookie recipe book, this one. When you guys look at this, honestly, get glue happy. So that little strip here is gonna get glued to the side. You could stamp your sentiment before you glue it, because then if you need to, you can flip it over. And that goes on the inside. Thanks for sharing, Arliss. Hi, Arliss, by the way. This one, all you're doing is gluing that to the outside of your card. And then what I did is I just added a few of the wonderful gems here. So I put 3 wonderful gems on there. And then please write out a recipe on here and give it to somebody that would honor and cherish a cookie recipe from you. So there's not much craziness with this one at all. So just gluing. Hi, Melanie Foy. Hi, Jeannie Parker. Woohoo! Okay, so this next one then, we're gonna work backwards. Okay, so this is this one. Let me tell you about this. So there is a little bit of red ruffled ribbon. So this is where you're gonna go to your ribbon. Sorry, I gotta stand, you guys. My back is killing me. So you guys got a little shadow there. Okay, I'm good now again. I sat too long the other day and it killed my back. Red ruffled ribbon, what you're gonna do with it is you're going to secure, so cut yourself about 5 or 6 inches, and you're gonna run it along here and just tape it behind the ends of, put it right back here. And then that's what's gonna get glued. Then once you have your ribbon, then that gets glued to the front of the card. And then this, I popped it up with dimensionals. And then that just sits right on the top here. You guys will have to fussy cut your tree. And then I pop that up with dimensionals right there. And then this calls for a baby bow at the top. Now, if you would prefer to put a gem up there, that would be super cool too. Maybe you guys have a star punch at home or something that could cut out stars. You could always put a star at the top of your tree. But then there's just some wonderful gems on your tree to decorate, trim your tree. Okay, so that's what I've got going. Again, you guys, when you get all the cards made, then I would go through and stamp all your insides. But have fun gluing. It's like, now is the time that everything's sorted. Just take one and like just work down your pile and start putting these together. Okay, then we're gonna flip backwards again. This guy right here. So this one, the same kind of concept happens with this cooling rack. It has here a sticker. So that's a sticker, and that's a sticker. So you're gonna come over to this sheet right here, This one will pop out. Now, when you have a sticker and you're trying to raise it up with dimensionals, because that's popped up, I will take, you can put it on your pants, like take the sticker off, and I try to de-stickerize it. So if you have an embossing buddy at home, you can rub the powder all over it. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it not into a sticker because I want to pop it up with dimensionals. So if you don't want to do that, it's okay too. But the main thing is I pop that up with dimensionals, and it comes from this sticker right here. And then you have another mat that you want to use, or not a mat, the oven mitt, and then a spatula. So they come from there. There's a little baby bow. So you guys are going to make yourself a little bow. And now for attaching the cooling rack. So let's say you put this on your cooling rack and put these two things on your cooling rack. Now that's the spot where you're going to want to put adhesive in those areas, and then put little dots on the corners, and that should be sufficient for adhering that to your front of your card base, like that. Okay, so that'll go on there. And then the last thing I did is I added some wonderful gems, and I realized there's only 4. There should be 5 for my odd numbers that I do for like floral arrangements. So add the wonderful gems. I also stick it on the back of cards like taco kit and fussy cut stickers. On the back of the black cards. I also stick it on the black cards, taco kit and fussy cut stickers. I'm not sure if you meant to write taco kit. Made me hungry for tacos though. Okay, so there's that. And then let's go to this next one. Okay, so this one, what I did, let's grab the card here. I'm gonna glue this sheet flat. Cardstock, not tacos. I figured you didn't mean to say tacos. I also stick it to the black cardstock kit and fussy cut stickers, yes. Okay, so this gets glued flat. Now this, out of everything, confused me the most. I was like, where does that Merriest Christmas come from? Okay, you guys, it's in your stickers, okay? What you're gonna have to do is you're going to have to take and cut this sticker straight across and straight across, okay? That sticker is then gonna go on here. Now, if you want to use this extra like top and bottom for something else, you can, no problem, use it. Otherwise, toss it, whatever. But that's where the Merriest Christmas comes from, okay? So for Gail, I'm gonna just take this and I'll set it with it so she has it. And then you have here a star, and a snowflake. So it's the outline of the star, the inside of the star, and then there's 2 sizes of snowflakes. That one is this smaller snowflake over here, okay? So that's what we've got for this card. I have a double baby bow up here. So grab your bow maker, and I put a little baby bow. Now I did, for Naughty Nancy's kit, I went through and I made the entire white ribbon or the white thread. I went through and I made it for everything. And so there's not a lot of extra white twine, you guys. I gave you almost exactly what you needed with a hair more. So, okay. So that's the trick about this one, that this is a sticker and it's cut from, you got to cut it down, and then that's what goes on the side. Okay, so that's it for that one. Let's keep going backwards. This guy. So what you're gonna do is you have your white piece for the inside. You can choose to stamp it now or later, but save that for the inside. Okay, then what's gonna happen, let's grab the card. This piece of paper gets glued down, and then these get glued together. Now, if you look at the side here, there's some red ruffled ribbon. What I did is I took tear-in tape and secured it behind here, and then I cut myself enough ribbon, the length, and I attached it. So the red ruffle ribbon is 3/8 of an inch thick, and what you're gonna do is just glue it so that you can see the back here. I just have it glued, and then a little edge is coming out the side. Then once you have that on, this whole card gets popped up. Now, if you're a straight kind of person, you're gonna go straight with it. If you're a crooked kind of person, you're gonna go crooked. I have a hard time with things being kittywampus, crooked. So sometimes I almost always, you guys, if you know me a little bit, I like things straight. So I will put it straight like this. But you can see what I did. I went outside my box and I made it crooked, okay? So you can choose to have it go counterclockwise, okay? Up to you. It's your card, you guys. I can't see what you're making, so just make it however you like it the best. That's all I say. So then you have your heart here, and that heart gets popped up with dimensionals on the side. And then you've got some wonderful gems that you can add to it. And then that's it for this card, okay? So yes, that came up yesterday. I like my dragonflies straight up and down, and like Gina likes them crooked, Carissa likes them crooked, and it's like, you guys, everybody has a vision of how they like things, and you just do what you like. So, all right, let's keep going here. All right, so this one's next. So what I did, now this is my trick, you guys. You're gonna have to listen to me on this or you're going to run short on white ribbon, okay? So on this card, you can see that there's 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, and I have a triple bow, okay? If you choose to wrap this ribbon around here 3 times, you are going to be short ribbon and sad because this inside here is wasted. So if you want to have enough white ribbon, what you're gonna do is put tape on both sides like I usually do, like you put the tear and tape back there. And you guys are gonna have to do one, put your end down, and then you weave it back and forth. So you see that your tail just comes over, and then you're gonna weave it back and forth one more time. So you're only using this much ribbon, right? That's all you're using, right? So had you wrapped it around 3 times, you would have used 6 more inches. And I'll be honest with you, you do not have 6 inches to spare. I had to be very frugal with my white ribbon rationings, you guys. I needed 24 times 11 feet. And these rolls only come 1 white in a pack of 5 other, like there's 5 colors. So just know, I'm going to repeat it one more time. You have to go to the end here, catch your tape, and bring it back, y'all, to the side here. Bring it back, and then tuck your tail. It will not give you any ribbon in this middle section. Please don't wrap it all the way around. And if you do, and you have white twine at home, then you can find some white twine at home and use yours, okay? But I did do that. There's 3 little wraps like that, and then make yourself a triple bow. And so I get my bow maker, like to do a triple bow. You take your loose end, and you would go, so if it's a baby bow, you go around 1, 2, and 3. And that will give you 3 bunny ears on each side and a tail on each side, okay? You're not gonna take 3 pieces of twine and go around and have 3 ends on each side. So that's how you would do the triple bow, okay? So, hi Judy Bobo. Okay, so that's the twine. Okay, so we got our twine taped behind. I'm afraid I'm about to use because that's beautiful. I'm about to use the DSP because that's what I have from the, yes, you have some sheets. You have one of each sheet from the Summer Creative Escape. Use it. Yes. Okay. This gets glued onto here. That gets popped up with dimensionals if you choose. And then this is where you need to cut these little circlies out. I popped up the one down here, and these 2 are also popped up with dimensionals. And then I added some wonderful gems. And that's all she wrote on this card, okay? Main thing on this one is the twine. Please be conservative with your twine. Okay, let's flip this way, this card. All right, hi Millie Kendall. Okay, so for this guy, let's look at him. Okay, so you have here a bell, which you can either use your die for or your fussy cutting it. And what I would do is I would attach my bell, and then that is popped up with dimensionals. And then you have another one of these stickers. That sticker is glued down. And then you have a spatula. And I did the same thing for my spatula here. You guys, I made it flat here. And I used a black thin dimensional on the handle here. And so that will come from your sticker sheets. So once you have those and the snowflake, that is one of these smaller snowflakes. So you could grab that one. So you're gonna put these 4 things onto your cooling rack. And then once you have them on here, that's where you can put more adhesive behind the areas that get covered up. And if you choose, oh, like, you guys, I didn't even do that on mine. Look, there's no glue back there. I guess I thought maybe it didn't need it. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna put that right behind where my bell is. And that's it. Now it's stuck down good. Okay, so I did put some behind there, a little bit behind the snowflake. So just be strategic. These little cooling racks are really, the lines are thin. If you put oodles and gobs of glue, it'll ooze out and you'll get a gooey mess. So, okay, so now you've got your cookie sheet or your cooling rack and your stuff that. This is popped up onto the cider, and the cider is just glued flat onto the card base. Okay, add some wonderful gems, add a little baby bow to your spatula. So I know that spatulas don't have bows on them, but it just makes it look super cute. You could, if you wanted, to put the bow on the bell as well, the cookie bell, but either way. Okay, so that's that card. And let's move that over here and go a little bit further backwards. This card is one of my bases, so you'll have your inside. So all the cardstock that I cut that was colored for you always had a white inside. Okay, so you could stamp that. Now this is gonna get glued down to the bottom. Oh, you're very welcome, Cindy. I want you guys to be successful with this project. Oh man, I did this class with Carissa, and thank goodness Carissa was there to help me, because it's a lot to just sit by yourself and figure this all out. So for this guy then, this was they're glued together, and I popped it up with dimensionals. This little guy got glued here, and I'm thinking that we had a bigger one cut, so it was a little bit more solid on the bottom, a little bit bigger. Wonderful gems, and then you guys see there's little green and red stickers. Those are from here. Those are the green and red stickers here. Okay, so Sheila, I wish they sold these cooling racks by themselves, like a pack of 10 or a pack of 20. Phenomenal if they would, but they didn't, so I'm sad. So yeah, the only way you can get them is through this little pack. They add so much. Yeah, they are adorable. So this is a little bit of wonderful gems, and then those little stickers, and then that's it for that one. So that's what you guys got for this one. All right, so then moving backwards. Here, this one, I've got this card over the top. You're gonna grab your red ribbon that you have, make a bow. So you have a bowsy at the top here, like not a baby one, but like 1.5 inches or like it's 1.25 inches. Some wonderful gems, and then these stickers are over here. So you got the stickers going on right there. That's it, you guys. This is probably one of the easiest ones. Like, you get done with this and you're like, oh man, I feel good. I just made a card. And it was like, boom, done. So, okay. So he's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as Sandy says. Okay, this guy. So he's one of your baby halfers, right? So you're gonna grab that. This I popped up with dimensionals. So there's popping going on there. I used dimensionals to pop that up. Okay, so it's not glued flat. Sticker. So you guys, I used this sticker. Again, I de-stickified the back. So you can put it on your pant leg, get some fibers on it. You could use an embossing buddy to take a dryer sheet to it. I made it so that I unstickered it, and then I popped it up with dimensionals. So this also is popped up with dimensionals. The reason I do that is because it might stick otherwise, and you don't want it sticking to the card underneath when you're trying to dimensionalize it. Little baby double bow here, and then there are a few wonderful gems that you can use to decorate that card. So that's it for paper for this one, and just a bow and some wonderful gems. Now this guy, he's another little guy. So he looks like that again. Okay, so the brown is on the back. Okay, so you're just gonna glue this, and I noticed when I cut mine, I cut it really close. So I don't have a lot of margin showing on my top and bottom. If that happened to you, you can always trim a little off the green. So then this guy will get popped up here, a little baby double bow, some wonderful gems. So this one's pretty easy too. Just glue this onto your card base, pop the heart up, add a bow and some gems. So that one's a nice easy one. All right, then This one is another one of my card bases. So the white's for your inside, stamp it, decorate it. And then what you're gonna do is this one gets glued at the top. These two get glued together. And then I popped this up. All right, so that's this card right here. Your mitten, your oven mitt comes from here. That should be, I think, your last one. And then you've got these candies, which get cut out and popped up. And then some wonderful gems. Now, tell you guys, you have extra red ribbon. Like, you'll have plenty of this left over to make more beautiful cards with. If you feel like, oh, I should have some red ribbon on here somewhere, by all means, add ribbon. You can change them up. If you feel like, oh, there could be a little bow on the side there, add it. Do whatever you want. Like, you've got your materials in front of you, and the main thing is that it's the white ribbon. You don't have a lot of extra of that. But at the end, you won't have any stickers left either, like that. You'll have your 2 sheets that you saved aside, but you won't have any of these left, okay? So just the wonderful gems, popping up those, and that's basically it for this one. Okay, then this guy, he's one of the big ones. So oh, there's my white inside there. Okay, so this one, what's gonna happen is this gets glued onto here. Your red gets glued right in the middle. These two get glued together. But before you adhere this to the card, on the side, I did the same thing with that red ruffled ribbon. I adhered it to the back with some, let's see if I get the angle right, tear and tape, okay? All right, and if you want to, you could always do the other side. Like if you like them matching, you could put one and then one over here, okay? And then once you've got your ribbon behind here, then this gets popped up onto here. Now this is where your mitten, you gotta finish cutting that out. I glued the part that was overlapping here flat, and then I put dimensionals down the bottom here. You got a star sticker here, and you've got the wonderful gems for your decoration. Okay, so that's that one. And then we'll go backwards again. Here's this one. Now this is a white card base that I had for you, and you're gonna glue. Hi, Chris, late from Iowa. So, Chris, you're going to want to watch this video from the very beginning. I helped you get set up for some success, and I think people that watch from the beginning can second that. You're going to want to watch this from the beginning because you have this kit from me, and it will help to explain and get it all situated for you. Okay, so this gets glued to the top of the card. These two will get glued, popped up, cut your mitten out, and then that'll go at the bottom. And then I did add a little bow here, and you've got some snowflakes left from your sticker sheet here. So you'll have some stickers, a big and a small snowflake. I got them here and here. And then I added some wonderful gems. And you guys, for those that have the PDF from me, like you can, I think you can see that there's, from the picture, that you can kind of catch where I put the wonderful gems. And honestly, gems are your discretion. You can add more, you can take some away. So this is just, go get this glued together, add your stickers and your wonderful gems, and then stamp it inside when you're all done. Okay, so that's that one. This guy, he looks like this. Okay, so with this, it's important you get your ribbon figured out before you put this piece down. So on this red stripey piece, you're gonna do the red ruffled ribbon along the bottom. Same concept as the other ones. I just ran tear and tape and attached that with the tear and tape. Now, white twine, same thing here. All right, Frankie, we'll catch you later. Yep, it's gonna be $59, Frankie, for this one. It was $50 plus $9 for shipping. So, okay, this one, same concept with the white twine, you guys. You are not going to want to wrap this around like that because that little bit right there is gonna make you have less for what you need it for. So you're gonna put your tear and tape on both sides. This kind of goes to right here, and then you're only using that much ribbon, right? So basically what you could do is take this, fold it in half, and then you secure that end over and that end over, and that's basically what you're gonna use for ribbon. Then, or twine here. Hi, Kay. And then you've got a double bow on the side here. So Once you've got your ribbon onto here, that gets glued down, and then I popped this up with dimensionals, and then you've got a star sticker here, and some stars down here, and then you've got some wonderful gems. And I think at that point that uses up all the stars, so you don't have any stars left now, okay? I promise you, when you guys get done, if you match my cards exactly, your stickers will all be 100% gone. And again, if you want to change them and use them differently, that's your prerogative. It's completely okay. So here's this guy. And then here's what he looks like. So again, there's white twine. You do not wrap it all the way around, guys. You're going to just, like what I would do is say, okay, you need that much, and then you're going to cut it there. And what you can do then is just attach that. Then you're not putting any ribbon right there. It's very important, okay? But before you put the ribbon in, there's this, it's hard to see it, but you see there's little, still, let's see if I catch the light right. Oh, there you can see it. There's a little scalloped frilly edge. That's from right here. And you are going to use the entire length of it, and that goes down first, then your ribbon. This is one of the, should be the last one of these guys right here. You should have popped him up, and then you'll use your, I think your last two snowflakes that you'll have left here and here. And then there's a silver snowflake, which comes from here. And once you've got like the ribbon secured behind, this can go onto your base, and then you can embellish and decorate it. I've got some red, a red wonderful gem, and then some of the tanny ones right there. I thought the wonderful gems fit really perfectly with this gingerbread. It was really cool. All right, so that's this and this for this one. You guys, we're winding down. There's not many left here. Okay, actually there's one left. Okay, but last but not least is this little guy. So you have your olive card base for me. You have a white inside, so decorate that how you may. You know, you guys have this left right here. You could actually cut, you could cut little 3/4 inch strips and use that on the insides of your cards if you want to. Okay, so you have your base. You're gonna glue this piece down. You're gonna glue these two together. This gets popped up. Again, if you like it to be crooked, you can. If you like it straight, go for it that way. But if you're looking at this, there's one more set of those scalloped silver things from here. So there's another one here. You're gonna cut it in half, and you're gonna put one on the bottom, and you're gonna put one above it, and I have it so it's slightly tapered, so it comes down at an angle. So you're gonna wanna put those two down, and then you've got some trees, silver trees, you've got a silver star, you've got a snowflake left, and then this label's the last one. Now, to do this little rat's nest, thanks, Bobby, what I did is, let's grab it here. So I like to, I don't want to do it because it's Gail's, but take the sticker off, and it's a sticker, so then what you'll do is take the ribbon, let's pretend this is our label. What I do is, this is all sticky, and I kind of go up, and attach that, so it makes like a nice little loop, and then I'll come to the other side, make a nice little loop, and then make a little loop, and so you can go around in circles with that, and then once you've got 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom, like that's shown here, then I popped it up with dimensionals and put it onto the card front, and then on the snowflake I popped up with dimensionals as well. Added some wonderful gems in the middle of the snowflake, and then I've got a couple up there. Now, you'll probably have extra wonderful gems. I did not go through the entire pack on all these cards. So you'll have some of that left, and you will have extra red ribbon, so that if you do want to take the extra half of the card pack that you set off to the side earlier, you could go ahead and make more cards. The only thing that you don't have doubles of were the bases and these mats, and then also these 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 mats. Those are the other thing that you wouldn't have extra of, that you would need to provide for your own to make the extra card materials up. So that's that. Now when it's all said and done, you probably, I don't know if somebody showed me in in-person class, they had like that much ribbon left. Like, and as long as you follow it the way I guided you, you should have enough. Okay, so you'll have used up all your stickers. They should be completely gone. And you will have left that tree, that, and you'll have these pieces left. So honestly, if you cut that at 3 inches and this at 3 inches, you could use this as another mat for a card. You'll make another card. You know, the thing is, if you choose not to use one of these mittens on one of the other cards, you could make another recipe cookie card. You know, so if you haven't cut it apart and you would rather have another recipe or 2 cookie cards, and you have the stamp set, let me grab the stamp set really quick. Let's look at that. Where did you go? So here's this. You could put like one of these other things in the bottom corner and save your mittens, and you could always make a couple more recipe cards. So completely up to you if you want to do that. That's a cool die here. So these are all the dies. So for those of you that have the dies, these fit the circles here. Like that fits out of there and that one fits there. So you could, instead of fussy cutting these all out, you could definitely use your dies if you have them. That's what they're there for. Let's see, what else? I don't know, do you guys have any questions? Bye for now, Latokia. You enjoy the rest of your day. If you have any questions, you let me know. I know you didn't get your card pack because you said it was on back order for you, but hopefully this video helped you so that when you do get your card pack, you'll know exactly what to do. And with the PDF, hopefully it guides you so that you can just whip through these cards and make them super fast. So hi, Jill McMaster. Okay, so how do we do? It's an hour and a half. You know, I know I have class at 4, so like in 30 minutes. So I know I didn't put my cards together, but I knew because I got them prepped and ready for Gail, and I know Gail will really appreciate having everything kind of set up for her. And that's what I wanted for you guys. I wanted you to go through the process of making this as organized and easy to duplicate making these cards instead of struggling. And like the last thing I want you to do is open up this pack and be like, I don't know where to start, and set it off to the side and don't come back to it for a long time. Because they're time sensitive cards, right? You want these for Christmas cards or holiday cards for your friends and family. And so like, I want you to get them made. That's my goal. So, yes, I didn't see, like I'm waiting for 3 more packs to come in. I owe Katie a set. Gail, I used my personal set for, so I got that, and I'm waiting for Frankie. So Frankie, when they come, then I'll be able to give those last 3 out. But so they're all gone, you guys. So I got rid of every one of these. And this was a class that I threw on the calendar after I went to do this class. So I'm 24 signed up for. I'm super excited about that. So yes, Penny, I think that is a good point to just remind everybody that if you watch this and you are trying to follow along with me, it's really hard, especially if you don't have the kits or if you do have the kits. Like I kind of like scrolled through and kind of, you know me, it's like that's just my speed. I feel like if you guys want to and need to, you can always watch the replay. And when you watch the replay is when you can pause it. You know, like watch me do what I did, pause it, and then do what you need to do. And then you can unpause and start and go, and then you do it at your speed. Okay. So yeah. So you're very welcome, Sheila. Hi, Mary. Yeah. I was like, how do I do this class? How do I organize it? You know, in person, it was so much easier just to work as a group and have everybody follow along that way. But I think that I set you up for success. Anybody that wants to do this class, and even if you didn't do this class with me, but you have all the materials, hopefully you guys, there's not a lot of cutting, there's not a lot of prep work that you needed to do. And with the minimum amount that I added with the card bases, that hopefully you guys can figure that out and you can always make your own. So, all right, I'm not seeing any more questions come through. If anybody's watching the replay of this, my screen had my email address down, showing it, and I'll pop it down again. You guys, this is my email address. My website is here. You can call or text me. If you need to place an order, please use this host code at the moment. If you are watching this later on in life and you'd like to place an order to get a class for free, you can always find my host code at my website, cardsbycrispy.com. And if you have questions or need any help with anything, don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. Just know that if you comment here in this video, I don't always catch it. Facebook doesn't say, hey, so-and-so just commented and asked a question. It doesn't work that way. I'd have to physically go back into this video looking for questions, and I don't always get tagged or notified when there are like people commenting. So I always encourage anybody watching the replay to reach out to me directly with questions, and I will be more than happy to guide and help you with what you need. So, all right. Linda said she printed the PDF and this is the next kit you will do. Yay! Good. And Linda, I was thinking about you today. I wondered if you figured out what those cards were that you were trying to make from past classes. And I told Linda to send me a picture. And this goes for anybody. If you've ever gotten a past class from me and you don't know which class it was, every slip I have in there with the class that I send you has the name of the class, right? So if you save those slips, then you should be able to give me the name and I can tell you what date it was. And I always link the videos in the events on my website. And I also, in the discussion for the event on Facebook, I always link the videos as well. And if you took the class with me, you should have gotten a PDF tutorial. And if you can't find it, if you help me know what the name of the class is, I can always resend it to you. My goal for you is to get your kits made and not have them collecting lots of dust, and get them made and either save them for samples or to send them to people that you love. So, so Linda and anybody else, if there's ever kits that you have that you haven't put together and you don't know what they are, literally all you have to do is take a picture of the inside contents. Like, I just need to know colors and sizes of paper, and I can pretty much tell you in 30 seconds which card class it was, provided like I'm at my phone. I'm not always on my phone when you message me, but like as soon as I see the message and I can think about it for like a little bit, I'm like, oh yeah, that was that class. And it's usually I see the pieces and like I can figure it out pretty easily. So I think I have only one or two without the white slip. So yeah, so Linda, just send me a picture of the contents, like snap a quick picture and send it to me and we'll get it figured out and we will get them made. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to take a little bathroom break, get stuff situated for the next class, and I will be live with you in about 30 minutes at 4 p.m. Central, and we're going to do the Let's Just Stamp card class featuring the tidings and the trimmings. So if you're not looking, or if you don't have anything to do and you're looking for something fun, you can watch me do those cards in like a half hour. So, and then once this one publishes, you guys, you can watch the replay of this one anytime. So lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. All right, bye guys.